Hey there, everyone. It's Michaela from Ascend Smarter Intervention, where we make research-based reading intervention easy and accessible. I'm jumping in here today to talk about a couple of new products that we have in our store that we are so excited to finally bring you guys. These new products are all of our Syllable Division card games. So in our card games, we have one for our VCCV pattern, or our rabbit pattern as we call it. We've got our Magic E Reptile game. We've got our Hornet game for our Bossy R syllables. We've got our Tiger and Camel words for both of our VCV patterns. And we have our Turtle or our Consonant LE Syllable Division game as well. Each of the games is played in the same way, but they have cards specific to those patterns. So you can have a number of players play the game at the same time. Typically, we recommend 2 to 4. And they'll have the cards in a deck, and they'll take turns pulling a card and reading the word on the card. So this one says cannot. If they can read the word correctly, they keep it. If they don't, it goes into the discard pile. I would suggest having a whiteboard or a piece of scrap paper handy so that students can work on actually dividing these words as well by spotting and dotting their vowels and dividing between the consonants or dividing wherever that style of division pattern would fit. And they keep doing this, and you're trying to see how many cards you can get before the time runs out. So we'll set the timer to give them a couple of minutes per game. So again, the next player will pull the card. We have contest. They did keep it. And that sounds pretty simple. So you're reading as you go in a circle. If somebody, though, grabs the animal card, so for the rabbit hole, which is our rabbit syllable division, or VCCV syllable division, their entire deck goes back in the discard pile. So those will be scattered throughout so that students are practicing reading the words and they get to play the game as well. For our reptile division, it's played the same way, where they will pull a card. And the front has our reptile strike card front, but on the back, they've got the word invite. And then let's see if I can find one of our reptiles here. If they pull a card like this, but on the back, instead of a word, it's a reptile, their entire pile goes back in the deck. This is a really great way to practice decoding and dividing these words in a way that feels engaging to your students. Again, I always suggest having a whiteboard or something on hand to help them with the actual division patterns, but this is a great way to use the card deck. Other reasons I really love these cards is because you can play the game, but you can use these cards in so many different ways as well. If you're trying to practice writing multi-syllable words, you can have students pull one of these cards and use it in a sentence. Or you can pull from these cards to give students spelling words. You have a whole deck here of words that would fit the pattern that you can use. It's a great vocabulary activity if you're pulling the cards to try to see if they can define the word or give a synonym for the word. Possibilities are endless here. All of these cards, like I said, are brand new. We just released them, so they will be in our shop. So if you want to be the first to grab it, head to the link in our bio and you can grab them today.